It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Lot of broken promises I've been waiting on. Lot of y'all been hating, but that's the way it go. People I used to run with trying to play me. No matter what they do, can't let them change me, no. Lot of broken promises I've been waiting on. Lot of y'all been hating, but that's the way it go. Women I used to love them try to play me. No matter what they do, can't let them change me, no. Calling my parents for clarity. They left at Cali for I was a baby. I wonder if that shit was fair to me. Never got to connect with my family. Right here I am on my way to 100 grand. It's independent game. It took me from apartments to some land. I guess I should be grateful. All my life I wanted them pesos. Living was shameful. Working jobs for minimum payroll. Willing and able. Couldn't find my way out the trap. Met a girl that pushed me forward so nice. No looking back. So many snakes I dead them. Cut them off. I had to put head on. Fake managers that wanna be rappers. Man, I regret them. In this city, everybody crave a taste of the fame. The ones I thought would keep it silent, they turned out to be lames. I wish them well though, don't hope they fail though. Delete my cell though, cause I ain't got the time for the captain like a sombrero. Shopping on Melrose, about to hit the strip with a grip. Kinda crazy how I made it this far. Life is a trip, right?
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there on this Saturday. Going to be evening very soon. Now, before I get into today's show, I want to go ahead and just let y'all know. Some of y'all have seen it on my community wall. Some of y'all may have not by now. But unfortunately, my channel has been hit with a copyright strike due to reacting to Drake's Fighting Irish freestyle, which of course has not been officially released. And it goes in tandem with this video because the content that was spoken about on the Fighting Irish freestyle has had everybody up in arms for weeks with him, dedicating that song to LeBron James, voicing his disappointment of him, kind of siding with Kendrick Lamar or showing up to the pop out and dancing to all of the music that Kendrick's been releasing ever since the beef, the drama and the battle has concluded between himself and Kendrick. But for whatever reason, there's a company by the name of Web Sheriff that it looks like either Conductor or Drake has in pocket. I can't say for certain, but it looks like it's Drake, especially since in their notes of when they struck my channel, they have Drake P&D collab snippets. So apparently the Fighting Irish freestyle, maybe that song is going to be included on the P&D collab album. I cannot say that in any certainty, but I'm just noting this from the strike that was put on my channel. And of course, if you're not familiar with copyright strikes on YouTube, if you get 3 strikes, they can remove your channel altogether, right? So that just goes to show y'all moving forward, we have Patreon. If you'd like to join the Patreon, you could go to patreon.com/realjnolan and join. And copyrighted content from, I've always told y'all that that's where it's going to be, but that song wasn't even copyrighted. It wasn't even registered at the time when we made the video. YouTube, typically, when you do this type of thing, UMG would come in and they would place a claim on your video where they say, hey, you can't monetize it, or hey, it's going to be blocked in certain territories and stuff like that. But UMG typically doesn't strike people's channels. Even OVO Sound, Drake's company, they'll come in and do a claim, but they typically don't strike people's channels. So it seems that Drake might have decided to escalate his efforts. He got with a content claiming company, once again called Web Sheriff, and they're owned by intellectual property attorneys. They've been around, they say, for about 20 years. So this is kind of something that they do just in terms of intellectual property of all sorts. But I guess in recent years, they've specialized in takedowns and stuff like that via YouTube. So unfortunately, we've been hit with that. So again, if y'all want me to react to people's music, you're going to have to join on Patreon, where that stuff can pretty much be regulated by my own discretion, rather than somebody thinking they could just jump and impact my channel, possibly because they didn't like what I said or whatever the case may be. Right now, let's move forward. After this whole Fighting Irish freestyle came out, we had, a lot of folks breaking down the lyrics, which we did on this channel. But then we also have Drake, a conversation that Drake had with this guy. What is his name? Chris Blake Griffith, who's a designer and stylist. He worked, or at least worked closely with Gervonta Davis, the boxer. He's worked at Under Armour, all of this type of stuff. Him and Akademiks had a conversation last night about this, in which he was talking to Drake about an encounter he had where he was actually styling and designing for NFL player Stefon Diggs. Now, during the time where he was spending time around Stefon Diggs, he said that they were hanging out at one point, and Stefon basically invited him to come up to his apartment. He thought everything was above board, when they was hanging out, but at a certain point, Stefon Diggs kind of leaned in on him in the car, got real close to his ear, and said, "Come on upstairs." He said he was drunk, he was a little fucked up, so he went up. However, he goes to the bathroom, he comes out, and it's a couple ladies that's kind of directing him to go get in the bedroom with Stefon, right? He said he wasn't down, so he made his way up out of there. Moving forward, Stefon's brother and some other people that were associated with him proceeded to jump him. There's video of him being jumped online. I did not know that this was the same person, but I do remember the story of somebody claiming that Stefon Diggs had him jumped in an elevator. It's the same guy, right? And the reason why he was the alleged reason why he was jumped in the elevator is because Stefon Diggs wanted his cheeks, right? So Stefon allegedly put money up on his head to say, go pay him a visit and make sure that he never talks about me trying to get up in his dark and lovelies. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Oh, man. So I guess he goes to Drake. I don't know why he went to Drake specifically, but he had been forming a relationship with Drake for many years as well. At one point, the boxer Gervonta Davis wore an OVO patch on his shorts in the ring, in which he actually designed those shorts to put the OVO on there. He said that he was actively convincing Gervonta to wear the OVO patch, you know what I'm saying, because he was forming a relationship with Drake. He was forming a relationship with Drake's manager, Future, whatever the fuck he called himself, Future, not the rapper. And he thought he was like a member of both crews in summation, right? So I guess he felt like he could confide himself in Drake. He went on to rap about the incident on a mixtape that he was putting out. He sent the mixtape to Drake to get feedback. Drake says, "Why you sending this to me, fam? It sounds to me like you're snitching on here, Crody. I can't do nothing for you. And what makes you think that I would be down with promoting something in which you're snitching on somebody in your raps?" Right? We all saw the DMs. We went through the whole shit. We saw the first DM come out. I said, I wonder what the rest of this says. Where's the rest of the conversation? Chris Blake Griffith comes out, leaks the rest of the conversation. Just giving people a refresher course. Right? All this information comes out. DJ that don't spin comes out and says, "That's cap. That's a fake conversation. It's not real." Source, the boy. As in Aubrey. Right? So he says that he texted the boy and said, "Hey man, what's this? What's going on with this stuff, man? Is it real? Is it fake? Is it bullshit? Is he lying? Is it true?" Because of course we saw in those messages that Drake called him a snitch because of what he said in his raps. Chris then comes back and says, "Yo, I'm no more of a snitch than you are. If I'm a snitch for talking about my situation in this song because this nigga tried to pull some gay shit on me, had me jump, put a price on my head, then you're also a snitch for trying to file paperwork on UMG for whatever reason. You're filing civil RICO against these niggas. You're filing defamation against these niggas. That is snitching too. Drake says, hey man, your situation involves street shit. Your shit involves violence. I don't know all the details, but it sounds to me like you're ratting and you should be handling this situation differently. The DJ that don't spin reaches out to Drake. Drake tells him, nah, I know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody that he's known to crash out. He's known to come out and tell lies on people. So then he starts to build this narrative that homeboy is a known liar, right? He's a known fabricator. And basically, whenever he finds himself on the outs from people's crews, when he gets stricken down, then he starts to cry foul. And that's the narrative that he gave DJ that don't spin. Okay? So after all of this transpires, I believe DJ that don't spin goes to Jamaica for vacation, which is why we haven't had too many viral moments of him in the past few days. But now he's back. First thing he does is try to address all of this because people say, hey, your fave lied to you. Your GOAT told you a fake ass lie, got you out here looking crazy. You should be a better steward of your platform than to let that nigga come out and lie to you and you be going up to bat for him. So he then gets on his stream. He has the conversation with Chris Blake Griffith where homeboy outlines all of the details as to what led to that conversation with Drake. And even after having that conversation, he continues his stream where he tries to disparage LeBron James for not being loyal to Drake and to say, hey, if I was him, if as in Drake, I would have been outed your secrets of you cheating on your wife, right? Because that was also a comparison that Drake made. He said, you know, my situation is like if look at Universal and me, like LeBron and Nike, and think about if they were funding a campaign that was accusing him of cheating on his wife. Everybody took that and was like, nah, dog, that ain't it. Sound like you snitching again. Right? So DJ that don't spin comes out and now he's trying to tell people that he's been reached out to by numerous women in Toronto that are claiming that they've spent private time with both Drake and LeBron James, and that every time LeBron James comes to Canada, cell phones are taken, back rooms are being occupied, and all types of freaky shit is going on. And now Drake is on a warpath because he don't like how LeBron has been handling all of this. So now Drake wants to out LeBron James for all the stuff that they've been doing behind the scenes. Okay? Just setting the stage. I'm going to play a little bit of the DJ that don't spin. Not going to play a lot of it because that nigga was on stream for a very long time to my knowledge. You know, we don't really do all that. But we'll play a portion of it just so you can get the gist of the type of cope this man is out here doing in front of the world. Okay? Cool.
In this shit, this is to appease maybe fans. Like, is he spitting? Yes. Is this at LeBron? Yes. Right? Which, by the way, I completely get that angle too. News flash for LeBron. Yo, LeBron, I talked to enough whores in Canada. I've talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on two-mans. Okay? You've been cheating on your goddamn wife. Drake used to facilitate the host. And basically, essentially, you can't dance to a song about him being a pedophile. He used to supply you with the bitches. I'm sorry, my nigga. Yes, if I'm Drake, I snitch on you too. Sorry, buddy. You can't do that. No. You've been living a lie, and everybody been thinking you're this perfect guy, but when you come to Canada, I know some of the whores. When you...
Pardon this clown's language, by the way. But what I'm not understanding here is any person could reach out to you and say, I don't know what they talking about because him and Drake be doing this and no. And you're going to run with that and act like it's verified facts. Unless you have actual audio, more so video and photos that can be proven as undoctored, non-AI produced content, how can you come out here and definitively say that LeBron James and Drake, which I don't know what they do in their personal time, they definitely had a friendship, but I think it's very weird that people even assume that LeBron James supporting Kendrick Lamar, which he's been supporting Kendrick Lamar for a very long time. Excuse me. He's cool with both Drake and Kendrick. He's fans of both artists. We've seen him support both artists in his infamous Instagram posts for years, right? He was also, they say he's also one of the reasons why Untitled Unmastered even got released. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show that the entire time LeBron has fucked with both parties. He's been somewhere in the middle. So why would you expect me to not fuck with this dude's music? When y'all was dissing each other for the last decade, I supported y'all both equally. Maybe he just didn't agree with the angle that you took in the battle. Maybe that's what made him go to the other side. Like, yo, it was about some rap shit at first. You wanted to start making allegations. You wanted to bring this man wife or girlfriend or whatever you want to call her into the fiance, because at least we know she got a ring, into this situation. You want to start talking about that man kids. I don't support that. So I'm going to go with the other music that I do support. I think that's pretty, if that's his angle, I think that's pretty simple to understand. I don't like how you going with your music on this in this battle. I'm rocking with this over here. Plus, we also don't know any of the behind the scenes conversations, interactions, perhaps arguments, disagreements, misunderstandings that would also make someone such as a LeBron James look at Drake a certain type of way, that would make him and his wife support Kendrick Lamar to this level, because they have been very active. There's a lot of videos of them dancing and playing his music more than usual. So there's got to be something, a switch had to be flipped. I don't think that nigga just woke up one day and was like, you know what, fuck Drake, I'm Kendrick Lamar'd out. Like, there had to have been something that we're not privy to behind the scenes that influenced that. And because we don't know what that is, I don't think it's responsible for anybody, DJ That Don't Spin, myself, or anyone else that's not affiliated with either or both parties, to say and throw around words like disloyalty. Because how can you speak on somebody's loyalty without all the facts? But I'm going to let this clown continue.
Come to Canada, you know, you come to certain places. I'm supplying you with the white women you love. You don't even like black chicks. White women. I'm the guy.
And here we go with this white woman stuff again, you know, because of course, years ago when Bron was in Miami, there was rumors of him having an extramarital relationship with Yes Jules. Yes Jules has said it's false. She's claimed that they definitely did have a friendship. She was around. There are photos of her and LeBron hanging out, but nothing that we know of that's like concrete affair, right? But let's just say, you know, put that, even if you put that on the board as, nah, LeBron definitely slept with Yes Jules back in the day. All right, you could put that on the board if that's what you believe. But who's to say that LeBron just don't like black women, that his preference of choice is white women? That's the same shit that niggas tried to play with Kendrick Lamar. But Kendrick Lamar, you know, even for his wrongdoings of cheating on his girl, he ain't just been associated with the white women that he talked about on Mr. Morale. He's been connected to other black women and women of color. I'm not co-signing the extramarital or cheating activity, by the way. I'm just saying the allegation that these guys come out here with is like, you don't even like black women. You're with these black women. That's not even your preference. You really want to be with a white girl. Dog. You don't know that to be true. And just because a man is in the circumference of others, that don't mean that's their preference. But I'm going to scale back on that because, again, I don't co-sign cheating any fucking way. But I'm just stating, like, you can't look at it from just one perspective of, oh, you don't even like black girls. You think they would be with him if they didn't want to be with him? Long term? Cut the shit, man.
So when I bring the tings, and I'm hooking you up, when Kendrick drops a song saying certified lover boy, certified pedo, you're the first one to say, whoa, me and Drake done did some two-mans. He ain't never bring no underage girl. What the fuck is you talking about? Or how about you shut the fuck up and don't dance, don't crip walk, don't do nothing, and how about you go win some championships? I'm sorry. I'm snitching on you. That's why you in trouble, LeBron. You can't dance to a song about me being a pedophile when we went on two-mans. That's why you're getting dissed on these random songs. There's like five tings in Toronto ready to shout your business up now, bro. Like LeBron, nobody told you if you're secretly cheating on your wife, stay out the way. And don't dance at your man who been helping you cheat, calling him a pedophile. Get out the way, LeBron. What are you doing?
Now, that guy there, he was on the stream for quite a long time, screaming. I'm not going to play no more of that shit because he's just screaming. But he's entertaining his audience. They're into that. They love that shit. Hey, more power to all y'all motherfuckers, man. But we ain't, you know what I mean? We ain't doing all that. So that's basically his message to LeBron James. It looks like the DJ that don't spin, he's on a warpath now because, of course, he has to make his king happy. So if you see anything coming out within the coming days, weeks, months, you already know, as if it pertains to LeBron James cheating, white women, Toronto, it's going to probably be coming through the DJ that don't spin. He's going to find any and everything, anyone that's willing to come lie, anyone that's going to come out with some doctored interactions, messages and stuff. He going to come to the forefront with this shit to try to throw LeBron under the bus because, of course, he's backing up his king, his zaddy. I don't understand how you could be that much of a fan of anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say a nigga wrong. You know what I mean? The nigga lied to you, bruh. You got more smoke for LeBron James, who you don't know, rather than the nigga that just messaged you a few days ago, let you go off on a dummy mission, taking up for him, going a whole last vacation just for you to come back, and niggas is like, bruh, your king lied to you, led you to the slaughter, and you still going up to bat for this clown. The nigga won't give you an interview. Nigga won't come nowhere near your cave. Nigga won't come, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even had an actual face-to-face conversation with this man. But you going up to bat like Sammy Sosa. It don't make no fucking sense, bruh. But, you know, to each their own. Every man must make their own decisions, must have their own, you know, values, morals, source of integrity. And some people just don't have none of that at all. All right. So let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Of course, there was a lot more shared on his stream. There was a lot more talked about. I think he was intending to go on for like 6 hours or something like that. But be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. And I will catch y'all on the next one, man. One thing I do know is that LeBron is not going to respond to you, sir. He's not going to come out and defend himself. He didn't speak to the shit the first time this thing happened. He's not going to speak on it now. He got bigger fish to fry. He can't, you know what I mean? He's on on a mid-level Laker team right now. He just did a motherfucking left-hand windmill on niggas at 40 years old the other night. He got other shit going on. He got other shit to prove. And y'all trying to make it hot in this nigga household for what reason? Over him dancing to a fucking song or a couple songs? Y'all niggas is weird. And I don't give a fuck who don't like to hear it. All right? I'll catch y'all on the next one now. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.